Look, check this out. When young boys, I'm only 25, but I'm talking about young boys 21 and under, 22 and under, when they tell me stuff like Jay-Z not that good, he ain't that good, all he talk about is Picasso's and paintings and that stuff is boring what he talk about. He don't be talking about nothing, I can't get with it, and he don't be talking that fly stuff like other dudes do, and Lil Wayne better than him, and Eminem got him. This all I do. This all I do right here. I play this. Previewing it. This ain't the show, I'm just EQing it. The groupie girls stop false accusing it. Back to the Maybach roof is translucent. It's got a problem, Houston. What up, B? They can't shut up me, shut down I. God forgive me for my brash delivery, but I remember vividly what these streets did to me. So picture me letting these clowns nitpick at me, paint me like a pickaninny. I will literally kiss TT in her forehead, tell her please forgive me, then squeeze into your forehead. I'm not the one to score points off. In fact, I got a joint that'll knock your points off. Young, hover to God, blasphemy. I'm at the Trump International, ask for me. I ain't never scared. I'm everywhere, you ain't never there. But why would I ever care? Pound for pound, I'm the best to ever come around here. Exclude nobody. Look what I embody. The soul of a hustler, I really ran the streets. That CEO is mine. That marketing plan was me. And no, I ain't get shot up a whole bunch of times or make up stuff in a whole bunch of lines. And I ain't animated like say a Busta Rhymes. But the real stuff you get when you bust down my lines. Add that to the fact I went plat a bunch of times. Times that by my influence on pop culture, I supposed to be number one on everybody's list. We'll see what happens when I no longer exist. Man. What more can I say? Hey, look, all you gotta do, play that third verse on What More Can I Say when a young boy get to talking that Jay-Z not that good talk. And I promise you, if they know anything about rap, they will be leaving, their mouth will be wide open. Matter of fact, play the whole track and hear what he's saying. You already know what I'm about, flying birds down south, moving wet off the step, purple rain in a drought. Come on, man. You can't tell me that's not dope. You can't tell me that ain't hip hop. And after that, I listened to that Was Free verse with Jay on that Meek Mill joint. Listen, Jay almost 50 years old, just turned 49. And I guarantee y'all, he still can go line for line, bar for bar with your favorite rapper, and they still don't want no smoke with him. And that's including Eminem or Wayne. And it amazes me, after all these years, how Jay-Z is still, I don't know how the hell he's able to stay relevant in hip-hop after all these years. What, he got 13 solo albums, got like 20, 22, 23 Grammy awards, Grammys? Come on, man. Like, how many collab albums? He got what? 5 collab albums, 13 solo individual albums, or solo albums, I'm sorry. I don't know how the heck he's still able to keep up with the times and still able to garner enough interest where young people and older people want to hear from him at this age. We often say rap is a young man's game, and you see a rapper's decline as they get up in age. Even some of the favorite rappers that we have all time. 50 was my favorite rapper of all time. He's on that decline now. A lot of the guys that we held in high esteem, they fell off and they weren't able to garner the same interest. I think in Jay-Z almost 50 years old, and if he drop an album right now, majority of people gonna stop what they doing and check out Jay album and see what he talking about. And that's amazing to me. That's amazing to me. That's a skill that shows how, I don't know, man, how, it's not forward thinking, but I guess how involved or how much Jay-Z ear to the street is. That he knows to keep himself, he can rap with younger guys. He works with the younger guys like the Migos. He's not afraid to rap over certain type of beats. Now, I heard him even saying he was quoting Chief Keef Finito lyrics in the joint he had. So that shows me that Jay listens to the younger generation. He doesn't dismiss it, even if he may try to act like he's big, he's bigger than that and he's above it. He listening to these young boys. He hearing what they talking about. He know what's on the radio. He know what the kids probably like. And he finds a way to say things in an interesting and a cool way. I'm never going to penalize Jay-Z for talking about his experiences. His experience as he's gotten older, whether it be the rich life, whether it be the CEO meetings that he's in, or the boss type of lifestyle that he lives now, if he does it in a clever, interesting way with great metaphors and similes and and great wordplay, who the hell am I to judge and say, oh, he talking about art and all that type of stuff? If a rapper talk about violence, how to kill a man in 5, 6, 7 ways, y'all still listen to it if he's told in a clever, in a way that makes you think, in a way that said, wow, I never heard that line before. Jay does that. Again, I'm not advocating for violence, but we know about art form, and hip hop art form is in it. It's in the content heavily. But Jay has always been able to tell stories in a cool, unique way and make it sound boss-like. And that's the type of music that I like. And I don't know why. Well, everybody got their own taste, to each his own, but you can't tell me after I just played that, what I played, you can't tell me that ain't dope. You can't tell me that ain't dope. You can't tell me that What's Free verse ain't dope. That's the best verse. That's probably the best verse, or one of the best verses I done heard all year. From a 48-year-old Jay-Z, Jigga Man. So y'all let me know what it is. Like, the stuff that Jay was saying in What's Free, like, I gotta go to the joint right now. I'm up on YouTube right now. That's what, 12:43 in the morning? I'm up and I'm keep playing Jay verse over and over again, just because I love the whole song in itself. I think Meek did a great job on it. Ross always been able to tell luxurious trap music, and he's always been able to paint vivid pictures with his lyrics and his words, and I've always been impressed with the way Ross was able to do that. But I'm going, hold on. We're going to go to Jay verse right quick. What did he say?
Most my niggas won't ever work together. You run a checkup, but they never
give you leverage. Y'all spend all this bread with these these designer corporations. They won't give you an ounce of an equity in what they doing. You can't have no ownership in nothing that they doing. You ain't got no leverage, no leverage in nothing. You won't call no shots, no ability to do so, but you spending all your bread with them. Jay-Z dropping gems, the whole verse. They separate you when you got Michael and Prince's DNA. Now people thought that was a diss. He was talking about how don't separate him and Kanye or try to pit them against each other like they did Michael Jackson and Prince. Which it seems like when you got two young, talented black artists, or just even they done it too with other stars and other of other nationalities. But when you got two talented individuals, they try to pit them against each other to start this beef. Christina Aguilera, Britney Spears. I remember they even did it with the shorties, Romeo and Bow Wow. They was kids. They tried to make a beef out of it and make something inherit out of nothing. But they try to start a war like, oh, you can only like this one. You can't like that one. It's got to be one or the other. And he spoke on that. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with Kanye's decisions. I think Kanye out of his mind. I think he be on some absolute coon stuff. But Jay-Z like, look, don't pit us against each other. We once were great. Well, we still probably close. Although our ideologies don't align, we still grew up together, came up together, and I respect him as a brother. But we not, even though he'd be on that other stuff, y'all not gonna have me in here just attacking him trying to make me attack him in the media like y'all want me to do. Dope. Come on, man. Come on, Jigga. Listen. I told y'all they gave us pork and pig intestines, stuff you discarded that we ingested. Come on, dog. Like, I tell people all the time, leave the chillins alone. Black people should not be eating chillins in 2018. It's just something we should not be doing. That was something that we had to eat for survival during slavery times. That tradition needs to stop. We had to eat them scraps to live. Ain't no way you should eat pig intestines. It stinks terribly. That's the number one sign you shouldn't be eating it. All that toxins going in your body, hell no, it's not worth it. But I ain't gonna just sit here and analyze every bar. We made the project a wave. You came back, reinvested and gentrified it. Come on, man. Take dude's sense of pride. Now how that's free? Like, come on, man. Like, for real though. Like, the project, like, we took pride in growing up in an environment like that, to say that we were able to survive harsh times and harsh conditions and still make something of our lives and come from conditions where we were stacked on top of each other as people, and we were still able to grow beyond that and get better for ourselves. And we will never forget where we came from, though, because that project housing made us who we are and gave us the tough skin that we had to be able to survive in other realms of life, whether it be corporate America, whether it be school or whatever. And now They didn't gentrify it, took it away from us and say, nah, that's ours now. Kicked us out of there, kicked the remnants of our people out of there. Y'all go live somewhere else. We gonna hold this down and we gonna take this back from y'all. Look at the gems Jigga is dropping. And this is the reason why he's always gonna be able to stay relevant. I think, like, even a person who's not really into conscious rap, Jay-Z tells it in such a clever way to make you listen and stop and think. And you like, damn, like, for real, like, he says it in such a clever way that you stop and think, he talking that talk. That 444 album, young dudes got mad about the money to your ear stuff, and Jay was dropping gems all through that. So, man, I'm just always amazed at how he's able to keep up with the times, and I just wonder how long he can keep going. Can he still draw interest at 55 years old? I don't know. I don't think Jigga gonna be rapping at 60, but hell, who knows? I don't know. The rate he going, he could drop a couple of more albums and people still gonna pick it up and take the time out to listen to what he gotta say. It also helps that he's married to the biggest pop star in the world, maybe Beyonce. Keep him hip. Shoot, she the biggest entertainer. She's bigger than him. Maybe she keep him hip, or they all just keep each other hip and keeping young people around them. They got kids or nieces and nephews that keep them tuned in and plugged into the world. And Jigga ain't completely isolated from the world, but I just find it interesting, man, how he's always able to stay relevant in each decade. He drops something that people are like, damn, okay, y'all heard that new Jay-Z? Y'all heard that new Jay-Z? And I've seen other artists that may have had buzz. People stop saying their name. People stop wondering, have you heard the new this, the new that from this artist? Not Jay, man. Bravo to that, man. Bravo to Jigga, man, for real.